If you ain't go to Icebox, you went the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? Well, tell these what's going on, man? Stop playing, man. Real diamonds.
Before Icebox would become the go-to destination for every hip-hop legend either living in or visiting the greater Atlanta, Georgia area.
Yeah, I put the baby on the baby, you know what I'm saying? I'm right here at Icebox with my man Z, you know what I'm saying? He got me all the way together, you know what I'm saying?
Before Icebox would suffer a series of robberies in the past few years, one of which left its owners bound and gagged in their very own home. Before Icebox would have nearly 20,000 followers on Twitter, 2.8 million followers on Instagram, and 1 million subscribers on YouTube at the time of this recording. Since the early days of Run DMC, rappers and hip-hop artists have always had something of a love affair with the shiniest of diamonds and the finest of jewelry. They're always showing off the fruits of their labor, and what better way to make a statement than with a spectacularly designed necklace, watch, or ring? The question is, where do the best hip-hop artists in the world go when they want the iciest of status symbols? Well, they stop off at Icebox in Atlanta, Georgia, of course. Icebox is a forward-thinking jewelry store for the new generation of rapper, and quite frankly, its popularity is off the charts thanks to their one-of-a-kind approach to showcasing their catalog. The store has its very own YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers that features more hip-hop legends than any other channel outside of something like Complex or Genius. Seriously, Lil Baby, NLE Choppa, Lil Pump, and so many more regulars who stop by all the time to get custom work done. I, of course, never being one of them. It would probably cost me to window shop here. That's how poor I am. But here's the thing, while YouTube videos and Instagram posts are great for showing off the goods, only we can tell you how this business started and where the legend of Icebox truly began. Hey, what's poppin', guys? It's your boy Marlon Palmer back at it again with a brand new video. This one taking a look at the come up of retail store extraordinaire Icebox, here for you on before they were famous. You'll probably recognize this place from seeing it on all of your favorite rappers' social media feeds, but today you're gonna learn more about this spot than you ever have before. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram at ThatDudeMcFly to let me know what you think, and let's get into the story. Icebox Diamonds and Watches is a privately owned company based out of Buckhead, an affluent uptown district in the very heart of Atlanta, Georgia. It's located at 3255 Peachtree Road, and the company's inception took place a number of decades ago in 1976. That was the year that Mike Juma decided to pursue his own version of the American dream by creating and growing his own jewelry company. 4 years later, his wife Dinar migrated from Pakistan to join him. They started their business with nothing, selling sterling silver at flea markets and sleeping in their cars they drove across America in pursuit of their destiny. As they became more successful, they opened up storefronts and began to fill out their family. They had 3 sons, Mo, Rafi, Zahir, who grew up inside of their family's business. As youngsters, they worked long hours beside their parents, 7 days a week from open to close. When speaking with high snobiety about their past, Mo told them, "Before we could tie our shoelaces together, we knew how to clean jewelry for clients, change watch batteries, and we could help the goldsmith solder gold chains or size a ring." The iteration of Icebox that we know today, the one located in the heart of Atlanta, first opened its doors in 2009. By this point, the Juma children were all old enough to offer up their own ideas on how to grow the business. They pushed for the idea of using innovative technology like social media feeds to advance their digital footprint in what was proven to be an evolving consumer market. As a wise poet Kanye of House Chicago once said, "Listen to the kids, bruh." Thanks to this ingenious idea, Icebox was able to directly target their ideal clientele, hip-hop superstars. With their business sitting smack dab in the middle of the most important city in hip-hop, they get regular visits from some of the very biggest artists in the world. And they promote the hell out of these shopping sprees, whether it's a video uploaded to YouTube or Instagram posts that memorialize the rapper's purchase.
You know what? I'm gonna let you make 800. Because you want to make 1,000 off of it.
After deciding on a new path for their business, one of the very first clients to ever drop by was none other than Teddy Pinder himself, T-Pain. Mo told High Snobiety, "He was the first person to ever trust us with large detailed designs before we ever made pieces like we do today. He lives in Atlanta and still comes by for holiday shopping. We will always value him as one of our most important clients because he trusted us so many years ago." Thanks to the remarkable strategy that they created for themselves, Icebox has been able to refine their process and team over the years to create a business that offers the best jewelry engineering team, tools, and technique in the world. These days, the store specializes in creating unique pieces in which they collaborate directly with the musician to create one-of-a-kind works of art, most of which they're able to put together in only 4 weeks.
Just going crazy. You did big pieces.
Now, as you might imagine, due to their immense success with celebrities, the folks at Icebox have been frequently approached by television executives with the idea of creating their very own reality series in the vein of something like Pawn Stars. While they have entertained these ideas from time to time, they've never been convinced to give full control over to a production company. Instead, they create everything themselves to ensure their brand is as authentic as possible. Of course, this way they also own their own content and don't have to worry about splitting the revenue with anyone else. And might I add, in the age we're in, it's probably best to shy away from like that, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get canceled for something eventually, and you're already making money. What's the point? But hey, owning and operating a jewelry store isn't always fun and games. Sometimes it can be actually pretty dangerous. For instance, in February of 2019, 2 masked gunmen were waiting at the Juma's home when Mike and Dinar arrived home from dinner one night. They were immediately separated and then bound with duct tape and zip tie. The criminals then took their store keys and codes, threatening to kill both Mike and Dinar if they refused to cooperate. While one of the thieves drove off to ransack the store, stealing the couple's car to do so, the other stayed at the Juma's home to make sure they didn't escape. Once he arrived at Icebox, the thief met with another man who was waiting there for him. They broke in and took 2 of 7 store safes, along with what was reported to be around 10 million in over 100 pieces of jewelry. Eventually, police were able to track down the assailants and ultimately charge 5 people with the crime, including a mother and son. Authorities collected a ton of evidence, including diamond rings, necklaces, and Rolex watches, some of which still had their hefty price tags attached to them, and many of which still had the Icebox logo stamped firmly on them. Police were shocked to find all 5 suspects still in town well over a month after the crime was committed, and these individuals are now facing numerous felonies, including burglary, theft, narcotics, and weapon charges. It's like they wanted to get caught. That's one of the dumbest crimes I've ever heard. So, all's well that ends well, right? Well, not quite. A little over a year later, Icebox would get raided once again during the protest that took place in the spring of last year due to the deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. Something like that is just a part of the risk when it comes to operating a business as high profile, not to mention luxurious as Icebox. So considering the risk they sometimes find themselves in, would the owners ever consider moving the store outside of Atlanta? According to their son Mo, that's a hard pass. He told High Snobiety, "Icebox will never leave Atlanta because this is our home. Atlanta is an integral part of our brand identity. We love this city, we are part of its fabric, and it's part of our fabric. Relocating is out of the question. We will definitely be expanding and preparing to be all over the world." Sounds to me like before we know it, we might have our very own Icebox right here in the heart of Toronto. I know Icebox wants some of that OVO business. Well, he's already stopped by the one in Atlanta. Okay, well, whatever. It's still a good idea, because how else am I ever gonna visit from across the street? That's the closest I'm gonna get. Alright guys, I think we'll end this video here. After all, this is before they're famous. What did you guys think of the Icebox origin story? Be sure to let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow our series on Instagram at Before They're Famous to vote on what you'd like to see next. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.